There you go, people. I'm sorry about that. I had to change the settings for work today. Sorry. Don't worry. Calm down, people. We will get sound soon enough. Welcome in to this evening's version of Midnights with Marcus Maben. We definitely gonna have some Devil Wit down in Georgia tomorrow. You can guarantee that. Let's go, Tom Crean. Let's go, Tom Crean. Get it done, baby. 4-9. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Georgia. Tonight's unofficial sponsor. Brought to you by our sponsor. Today is, thank you so much. Shout out to my plug, New Amsterdam Vodka. I thank you so much for the New Amsterdam. Oh. Hey, y'all, we got a hater in here. Look at the hater, y'all. Oh my God, Kitty. Oh my God. What are you doing in here, you diabolical hater? Hey, y'all, let Kenny know about himself. Kenny, Tom Crean owns Calipari. Don't even worry about it, bro. Oh, Kenny. Connor, I ain't even got started yet, bro. Listen, Connor, I went and made sure I had ice for when I want to pour up. But yeah, look, I just got a nice. I took a nice shower, y'all. I listened to a little post game show. A little James Streble getting it done in there today. Oh my God! Yeah, right, Big Man. Bless Kenny's heart. Is that all you got, Kenny? Y'all team is trash. Hold on, y'all. Drum roll, please. Steve Roberts in the building. Ryan Hall in the booth.
Man. Do they suck or what? Golly.
Look at the hater comment. I left it on the screen for you.
You be laughing when the sanction comes down. Will you be laughing when the sanction come down?
Right.
That's fun.
Steve.
Will you be laughing when next loss come down?
Will you be laughing when you're watching? You're not even going to get invited to the CBI.
They're terrible, dude. They're not going to make the NIT, man.
Dude,
like,
I heard Streble say something, Steve. So somebody on the show said they got to win the next 9 out of 13 to be 500. Oh, my God.
Man.
Oh, my God. Oh, listen, Neil. Wait, thank you for being a good sport, Neil. You got to admit that this is funny, Neil. You got... No, Kenny had a drink harasses, trust me. Oh, my God. Oh,
You hear
Steve.
Cal get all uptight when they ask him about Kenny Payne?
No. Somebody asked him about Kenny Payne?
Yeah, and he was like, I mean, my assistants now are doing just fine. They're doing the same thing Kenny would do. Like,
No.
no, they're not.
That's not true, Steve.
Yeah, no, they're not.
They asked him about Kenny Payne.
Yeah, it was hilarious. He was like, yeah, I mean, my staff's doing the same thing Kenny would do.
Are you sure about that, Cal?
Yeah, no, they're not.
Oh,
So where do we get this little fella?
wait, say that again? Hold on.
Got this little guy here.
Steve. Is it gonna get any worse? You know what I heard him saying? Steve, I heard him saying on the stream. Listen, they were going hard on Olivier Sarr, right? And they were saying that's an indictment on whatchamacallit, the ACC, right? I'm like, Olivier Sarr did not forget how to play basketball until he got to Kentucky. So he really doesn't know how to play basketball anymore.
No, yeah. I mean, he was good last year. I don't know what happened.
Steve, let's revisit this again. They literally had to change the rule entirely to get him eligible, Steve.
I know. No, yeah, it's pathetic, man. That's pretty funny. Not sure if the Geico guy would allow my sign. I have a couple of those around the house that commercial hits me personally. Have you saw that commercial yet?
No.
Where they're like, no, like parent signs. Like,
yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I've got a couple of those dorky things around here, man. Just that's funny.
Oh, listen, Aston, when the scarf comes out, oh my God, I'm literally in hog heaven, Steve. Like,
oh no, yeah, they're awful, man. Yeah, they're just terrible.
Who asked him about Kenny Payne?
I think it was Kyle Tucker.
Really?
Yeah, but he's been going at Cal lately.
Really?
Yeah.
So the word is like fully out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, everybody knows it. They're 4-9, dude. Did you see what Myron Metcalf put out when they went to the NIT in 2013? You know what they were at this point in the year?
Oh, it better not be 4-9.
9-4. And you remember we thought they sucked that year. We were like, God, they're terrible. 9-4. And their losses at that point were Duke, Louisville, 2 top 5 teams. And I can't remember who the other 2 they lost to, but I know they lost to Louisville and Duke. But it's like, dude, they're 4-9. Like, they're not going to be NIT eligible. Like, NIT teams are 500 or above.
Oh, did you listen? Did you hear Strebel have to just like fully say it this time?
Hey, dude, I text him, man.
I'm listening.
I text Strebel and I was like, man, look, I feel for you, man. Because I was like, you're apathetic tonight. I was like, you can hear it in your voice, man. Like, you're apathetic, dude. Because I was like, you just like, I don't. And listen, and partially because that 2-10 football season, I mean, I literally started to dread games. I was like, God, did we play tonight? Because I knew I had to watch it. But I was like, I want to watch. And then, like, Bobby was gone, and we're playing a couple games, and it's like, oh, my God, we play tonight. Gosh dang it, man. I got to watch. And then you watch it, and you're like, yeah, we suck. All right. Well, and then you lose, and somebody's like, you lost. You're like, yeah, I know.
Listen, when you started, look, that 2-10 year, when you started cheering for every opponent's team, I could have killed you, Steve. Listen, listen, I could have killed you, but then as soon as you left the game, I was worried about you. Like, you're having a mental breakdown.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible. It was just like, dude, this is awful. Even though I still think we ran Bobby, but I think he would have been fine if he'd have stayed here. But whatever.
Wait, what?
I think Bobby would have been fine here.
Once he had an off season to get it together.
Yeah, I think he got ran off. I just think they ran him off.
Okay, Jeff. Okay, listen, I'm gonna go back up, y'all, and I'm gonna start going down the comments a little bit because I feel like I've just been laughing and I've been missing everything, and I know y'all got some good stuff going on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Kitty Max's team. Oh, don't do that, Kyle. Don't do that. Don't do that. We are in here having a good time. I'm Kentucky. Okay, Neil, I gave a shout out. But the team is listen. A dude called in, Steve, and said, listen, Connor, somebody else asked me about some Kenny Payne stuff coming out. Have you heard that, Steve?
No.
I got asked by something. We'll have to talk about it off camera. I've been asked a couple times about some Kenny Payne information coming out, and they're saying that's why he jumped ship. If somebody tries to throw Kenny Payne under the bus now, that would be the most BB thing I ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Rue, makes you wonder what. Listen, is there another tweak, or did Cal give up tonight? Because James and him said Cal gave up tonight.
Yeah, he sounded like do you know what their next few games? All like 6 of their next 6 games are teams in the top 40.
So you had to steal. This
yeah, they're gonna lose. Like, I mean, even if they steal 1 or 2, like they're gonna lose like 4
at least.
You know, yeah. I mean, 4 of the next 6, like if they're good.
Steve, I can't believe they're out here getting ran like this, and they're acting like they don't have talent. Cody, don't do that. Oh, we guys, wait a minute. Fresh back from ATL. What's going on down there? Hold on.
Everything.
Listen, I did hear somebody hit the post game with that one. So Jeff, I was listening to that.
That's funny.
Listen, are people still pumped about playing Kentucky, Steve? They still have to play Texas. I forgot. NASCAR, Steve.
Yeah. No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you see the way Georgia reacted tonight. I mean, God, you'd have thought they won the national championship. But, I mean, it's Kentucky.
14. Georgia snapped a 14-game losing streak against them.
Yeah. So, I mean, dude, you can beat them. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's still, look, let's be adults for just a second. It's still Kentucky. So when they're down, you know how many times Kentucky's went in there in the SEC for generations and beat some of these teams? So when you got a chance to beat them or when they suck, dude, you live it up, man.
And I don't understand why people act like you're not supposed to have a good time when your rival's trash. It's hilarious to me that you would even get sensitive on this one. And Steve, does it make it sweeter that it's Tom Crean?
Oh yeah.
Just watching Tom Crean sit over there and get him a nice little Kentucky W. Is that going to get him a 3-year extension?
Did you see him trying to hug Calipari?
Who did?
Tom Crean. He ran over and tried to hug Calipari, and Calipari was like, "Get off me." He kind of pushed him away, like, "Don't hug me, dude."
Crean just wanted to hug anybody.
Yeah, he ran right over there, man.
He's like, "I thought we was cool, man."
Yeah, he ran over and hugged him. He was like, "Dude, get off me." I don't know what y'all doing down here.
Look, okay. Look, another secret scrimmage coming up. No, seriously. Okay, all seriously, Steve. What would you do to fix Kentucky right now?
Man, get a different coach.
Steve, don't be that way.
I don't know, man. Because he's just put together a bad team, man. It's a bad team. I mean, what? I mean, I think Boston's best player they got. I'm not with Kentucky fans on that. I mean, they just crap all over Boston. I'm like, I think he's the best player on the team.
He's obviously. Thank you so much. Thank you, Cody, for supporting the channel, my man. I appreciate that. Listen, you think? Look, he's gonna have to start force feeding BJ Boston, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Throw in a question next time, Cody, so I can make sure you get a good individual shout out. You think? Yeah, he might have to just go. You know what? He might have to go in there and just say, "Hey, BJ Boston is the man on this team. We need to find ways to get him the ball."
Yeah.
And let him go to work.
But they're throwing a fit over that, man. I mean, just playing him, they're throwing a fit. So
what they're saying, they shouldn't be playing him?
Yeah. Kentucky fans don't want him to play. I'm like, what are y'all watching, dude? Like, y'all are blaming him for the reason they're not good. Like, you should be like pumping him up, like, hey, man, just keep shooting and get hot, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, he's the only guy they got that could lead them, like, could single-handedly take over a game and beat somebody.
Or I will start giving Isaiah Jackson some isolation too, man.
Yeah, he's good. He just gets lost on defense, but, I mean, he can play. I play them two all game, man.
Would you just go? Oh, actually, I would go 1-3-1. What's worse than 2-10 football teams? Yeah, listen, this for it to be Kentucky, yes, this is so much worse than your 2-10.
Yeah.
What do you think, Steve?
Oh yeah, because it's Kentucky basketball. I mean, Louisville football is not. It's not even in the same stratosphere as Kentucky basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you imagine if Louisville basketball was so bad. I mean, we've never had a team. I mean, from Rick on, we've never had a team that was like.
No, I've had some bad teams, Steve. Don't be careful.
No, I know, but I mean, like in recent memory, I mean, that was like, dude, they're not even an NIT team. Like when we would go to the NIT, we were like, one seed, like oh, they're 1-2 seed in the NIT. I mean, I don't know if that's something to brag about, but like Kentucky might not even get an NIT invite.
Surely they got it. Okay, put it this way: if they brought him in the NIT, would people go?
No. They wouldn't support it like Louisville did a few years ago because that was special. That was a special case. I would absolutely take Allen on Louisville.
Cal said he's discouraged. Never mind the players. He said that in the post game.
I don't know. He said a lot of stupid stuff. Yeah, I would definitely, man. There's a few of these players I would take on Louisville all day. Like I said, Allen wanted to come to Louisville. Are you kidding me?
Oh.
Y'all over that.
Listen, I heard them. This is what I heard them say on the post game, Steve. They said Cal missed on Boston. He missed on Askew. He missed on Fletcher. He missed on like he was just naming all their fives, all the 4 and 5s, and was like he missed. And I'm like, no, he's not.
Did you hear what Andy made Strebel do today?
No, I'm listening.
He made Strebel make a list of all the guys he wanted in Kentucky or that he thought Kentucky was going to get this year.
Yeah.
And went down their stats. So like Greg Brown at Texas, you know what I'm saying? Like all these guys that they were supposed to get.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, that's the team they put together was like not that far-fetched 5 years ago. It's like, these are the guys Cal would land, and they're awesome. They'd be awesome. This would be a totally different story. We'd be talking about how Louisville fans right now would literally be pulling their face off because Kentucky would be good. Louisville would be 9-4 or 8-4 with the loss to Kentucky. Just got beat by Florida State, talking about how bad we suck, like, oh man, this is terrible. And but instead, like, he's just not getting those guys anymore, man. So this is what he's got. I mean, look at next year. He's got Sheboy, Bryce Hopkins, Nolan Hickman,
and the
Collins kids supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, and the reason I'm doing that is because they're going to take some development. They're not ready to win. That's not a team of guys that's ready to win already.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, you take Hopkins and you say you add Hopkins as a piece. Not this is the cornerstone of your recruiting class.
Right.
Okay.
Steve, they had a number 2 recruiting class, but that's kind of the point. He can't win with number 2 and 3 recruiting classes. I mean, I know that sounds insane, but it's like he can't win with those because you're right. I mean, he still had the number. Now, some of that this year was quantity because he did bring in a pretty large class. But, like, yeah, I mean, dude, Matt, that's funny because somebody did say, I was look at my house. There was my cousin was like, UK is just paying homage to the football team, going 4-9.
Look, is that one of them? Oh my God. Okay. Is Kenny Payne going to go back and watch this game?
Kenny Payne doesn't even know Kentucky plays. Kenny Payne's got look. Everybody was making fun. Do you know what Kenny Payne did? I'm telling y'all, Kenny Payne don't like Calipari. Listen, Kenny Payne went up to New York, took that job, signed a bunch of the guys that Calipari pissed away in college, right? And now has the Knicks playing well with those guys. You remember how we were all like, well, why do they keep signing Kentucky guys? Like Scal and Nerlens and Quickly and Randall.
So you think
legit.
You think he did? You think he did that?
Yeah.
You think he did that on purpose?
Yeah, I think Kenny Payne's like, dude, if I had been the head coach of Kentucky for the last 10 years, we'd have had 7-8 championships. Like, let me go get these dudes, man. Let me put together Scal, Randall, Quickly, a couple of those dudes, Nerlens. And I got the Knicks like dang near in the playoffs.
Right?
In the playoffs.
Listen, I never thought about that for once. Kenny Payne bringing in Kentucky players to show what they're capable of.
I know. It just hit me like 5 minutes ago, so it was awesome.
Really? Oh, you just thought about that?
I just thought about that, yeah. So
no, yeah, like that makes sense. I thought he was like doing Calipari one last favor. You remember
that's kind of what I always thought.
You remember that time they asked Kenny Payne or something around Calipari, did Kenny Payne read Calipari's book? And Calipari was like, yeah, they don't read at Louisville.
I do remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And listen, and he had to laugh that off. And it's like, dude, know the room. Like, you can't even do that joke. You know what I'm saying? You cannot make that joke. Is that right before they made him the associate head coach too?
Yeah.
So they look. So he got the associate head coach job just to smooth that over.
Yeah. I forgot all about that, but yeah.
Yeah. Like I was just thinking about that the other day. Like, is there any? Because here's the thing. My biggest fear was Kenny Payne getting lured back to Kentucky.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Like literally saying, listen, we got this dude under a lifetime contract. We need to get you back here.
Like, we love Coach Mack, and I think Coach Mack's doing a great job, and I think Coach Mack was a great hire. But like, we didn't just do a whole show willingly jumping in front of the bus there, like for the heck of it. I was like, no, Kenny Payne would be awesome at Louisville. Like, if we hired him, we'd be awesome, like immediately. You know, and it was like, but I know a lot of people didn't like that. And we got yelled at all day, but how much did he what?
Did he mean to the Kentucky machine?
Well,
okay. How much is Cal? How much is Kenny? And how much is Worldwide? If you cut it into 3 parts.
Oh, it's Kenny and Worldwide are huge because they're bigger than Cal. Because I mean, they got him, and well, they got him so many players that's why De'Aaron Fox said he don't care about winning games. I mean, he just gets a buttload of talent, and wins will come. So yeah. He was literally doing the bidding for them.
He thought he was being complimentary.
Yeah.
When he said he just lets you play.
Right. Orlando Antigua too, man. Like he has some monsters there recruiting, man. I mean, that's how you were getting classes. I mean, dude, it felt like every year, man, it would be like number 1, number 3, number 6, number 7. And then they would have like number 20 would be like, oh, they would get a guy that was like Marcus Lee or somebody. And you're like, what's he ranked? Oh, God. Like, oh.
Every time you say Marcus Lee, Steve, I just think about that time we got their big man in foul trouble. And then Marcus Lee came off the bench. And I was like, this is just stupid.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, Marcus Lee came off the bench. I'm traumatized by Marcus Lee coming off the bench.
Here's the thing. They took Marcus Lee just because Louisville was going to get it. Like, you don't even want him. I mean, because it was Louisville, Cal, and Kentucky. I remember Marcus Lee come on an official visit with Cat Barber. That was the visit where Cat Barber got sent home, right?
Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
They were there together. I remember I was on the field. I was looking at Marcus Lee was talking with, I think it was White King Jones had the Marcus Lee guy because he was from out that way, right? So it's like, oh yeah, I mean, he'll probably go to Louisville. And then Kentucky was like, we'll take it. And he just went and got him. Like that was Marcus Teague. Marcus Teague's another one, man. Like Marcus Teague was going to Louisville. There was Marcus Teague literally said in an interview, I woke up thinking I was going to Louisville. Got a call from LeBron James and went to Kentucky. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, we lost a bunch of guys just because Cal was like, oh yeah, no, I'm going to take you. The only dude that looked Cal in his face and said, don't call me back again was Wayne Blackshear. When he was a 5-star, he committed to Louisville, and he said immediately after he committed to Louisville, his dad said Kentucky started calling. And they were selling him because Anthony Davis was going to Louisville, right? Everybody knew that. It was foregone conclusion. Anthony Davis was locked to Louisville. But then, because Chicago is not very kind to Rick Pitino, right? So when Wayne Blackshear committed to Louisville, his people up there quit messing with him.
Right.
So he had to go to prep. He went to the uppity, you know what I mean? The uppity Chicago school the next year at Morgan Park because it was like nobody would fool with him anymore. So but then Cal called, was like, hey man, we're getting this, and he was like, no, stick it, man. Like that's another reason why I'm like, I don't deal with Wayne stuff. Yeah, Shane they kicked the tires with Shane too. That's true, Will. They kicked the tires with Shane in that class, and Shane was kind of like, but here's the thing. Shane, it was so obvious that they were just calling him because he committed to Louisville that I think Shane was like, come on, man. Like, y'all gonna bring me over and set the bench. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no. I mean, y'all got that. That was that Kentucky team that won the championship, you know.
Yeah,
yeah, go ahead. You got the number 1, 2, and 5 player in the country coming in. No.
And then go ahead and add Shane. Go ahead and add Shane to their championship team.
Trey Lyles' dad, Mr. Cobbs, Trey Lyles' dad was playing the piano at Jeff Ruby's. Like, drinking, having fun. It's a lock. He's going to Louisville. Cal went and got him. Wasn't even recruiting Trey Lyles, man. See, when Kentucky fans hear the relief in Louisville's voice with Kenny Payne and World Wide West out of there, that's why. Because Louisville, dude, I just spouted off name after name of guys that were locks. Dude, I'm telling y'all, we're going to Louisville. It was no question. They were going to be Louisville guys. And Cal just
Yeah, but here's the problem. Cal convinced you that it was his charm that was making them flip. And Kenny
convinced Kentucky fans.
You don't think he convinced Louisville fans that because like when we say no, Cal doesn't have his number, it's Kenny Payne and Worldwide that have his number. You remember, Steve? You remember when I posted that picture of Julius Randle sitting courtside? And that picture, that picture went viral. You realize like there was no questions asked about a high school You remember when they was talking about his mom? Was it his mom and dad ended up with a house in Kentucky, or was it Bam's people? It was Julius Randle who had the house.
They ended up with the house. I know Cousin's mom had one, but a couple people started kicking around on that, and his family, because his little brother enrolled at Tate's Creek, right? And I remember that. Yeah, and then it was just like, boom, they were gone back to Birmingham.
Yep.
Moves back to Birmingham. Birmingham's like the worst city on the planet, dude.
Think about that, Steve. A recruit went to Kentucky.
Have you ever stopped for gas in Birmingham?
I played in Birmingham. I stayed.
You best have some money on you. You best have some money on you.
Steve, you listen, I'm a recruit. My big brother comes to Kentucky. I enroll in Tate's Creek. That means our family moved here. Right?
Yes.
People start asking questions and we move back to Birmingham.
Yeah, we go.
I mean, and listen, all these stories, these are open stories, Steve, too.
Yeah.
They're open stories.
No, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
I watched Ashton Hagans get mad at his coach and show $30,000 to his ear, Steve, and say, always secure the bag in case your coach start tripping.
Yeah. Look, and he just was done playing. He was just like, he didn't even play. People forget that now. He didn't play in that last game, dude. He didn't even travel with them.
That's how comfortable he was.
And he was Kenny Payne's guy. Hagans, as you remember, I said on the air, I said, if we get Kenny Payne, we'll get the Ashton Hagans kid. Like 100% immediately. So, I mean, there's that. I mean, there's the Harrison's dad giving motivational speeches and getting paid for it.
Yeah, I was going to say, motivational speeches. Harrison's dad's giving motivational speeches for money.
Yeah.
If that ain't a great way to pay somebody, Steve, I don't know what is. What do you do? What can you do that we can pay you for?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, dude, they know. And when you're World Wide West and Kenny Payne, you knew you had the backing. Do you remember this name, Tim Fuller?
Oh, wasn't he like the Nike man or something?
Yeah, Tim Fuller. Louisville hires Tim Fuller. Okay. Immediately, Rodney Purvis commits to Louisville. 5-star. Wake up in the morning, you're like, we got Rodney Purvis? He's the number one point guard in the country. Look, I'm at the game with my wife's uncle.
Right.
Okay. I'm looking down. Fuller's been on the job for a month. He goes, look over there in the recruit section. That's Shabazz Muhammad. Shabazz Muhammad's the number 1 player in the country. I didn't even know we should recruit Shabazz Muhammad. Now Shabazz Muhammad's here. We just got Rodney Purvis. Now Shabazz Muhammad's here. I'm like, holy crap. You know what happened to Tim Fuller? He worked at Louisville for about 2.5 months. Rick fired him because he was cheating.
Oh my God! Steve, this is so unfair, Steve. Why do we even support college basketball?
It was like
Rick fired.
We really was cheating. Like,
okay, were you here for the Tim Fuller, Steve?
Yes. Dude, you're dealing with this Calipari stuff. Do you realize I immediately went to my father-in-law, who wasn't my father-in-law at the time, but I told him, I said, oh yeah, y'all thought y'all got the number 1 point guard every year, and guess where Rodney Purvis is going? I mean, immediately, dude, Rodney Purvis, boom, let's go. Shabazz Muhammad, all of a sudden, Louisville's the leader. Boom, there he is. We were about to rival Kentucky, man, because at Nike, it was like, dude, Nike, they don't care that Louisville's an Adidas school. They were like, the point, the one thing that Christian Dawkins has made very clear, the main point is to get them out of high school, or to get them out of college. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you want. So,
yeah, get your claws in.
Yeah, get the player out. Oh yeah, Tim Fuller also. That's a great call. Do you remember we have Quincy Miller and Deuce Bello on campus? Quincy Miller,
money players, yeah, big money players.
Quincy Miller and Deuce Bello are telling everybody we committed today.
And Rick said don't commit yet, right?
No. What? No. Rick said it was Quincy Miller and Deuce Bello. This was a class that ended up with Wayne Blackshear, Shane, and all them, right?
Yeah, I'm just getting some ice, so I'm listening.
Yeah, you're fine. Quincy Miller and Deuce Bello are on campus. They're like, we're committing. Okay, it's a big recruiting weekend. Like, so they got them. Shane's on campus. Shane's already committed. So now Deuce and Quincy are like, yeah, we're coming to Louisville for sure. Like, it's a wrap. The only thing that was at the football game, right? So yeah. Quincy Miller's posing with girls. You know, I mean, he was big, strong, good-looking dude, man. It's like 6'8" point guard. You know, just nasty, right?
Right.
So they say we're committing. It's done. Then he says, only thing that needs to be done, we're going to dinner with Coach tonight.
Right.
They go to dinner with Coach that night. Wake up the next morning to Inside the Ville saying Louisville's no longer recruiting Quincy Miller or Deuce Bello.
Oh, God.
Because you know why? Because they went to dinner and they said, Coach, man, we're pumped. You know, their people were sitting with them. Yeah. All right, so here's what we need. And Rick Pitino told them at the dinner, get the hell out of this seat, get out of this restaurant, and don't ever call us again. And you know where they went?
Baylor.
With Calipari's boy, Scott Drew.
If you had to pick a number, how many people did Rick get to the finish line and lose at the negotiating table?
Oh, I'll just do it since Cal got there, because that's where I think he started losing people at the negotiating table, right?
Yeah, 100% at the negotiating table.
Marcus, 5 days before I'm watching Rick walk into the office to be fired. Louisville quit recruiting Darius Days because Darius Days asked for money. Do you know where Darius Days plays?
I'm listening.
LSU.
I'm glad they had to fire Will Wade, Steve, because he was dirty.
Yeah, thank God Will Wade got in so much trouble and got fired, right? Yeah, but
Will
he did.
Wade is still the coach at LSU, Steve.
Yeah, and Darius Days might still be at LSU. It's just like, dude, like he was a lock for Louisville. Big 6'8" wingman, dude, plays underneath. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's good.
I mean, Shaquan Aaron and what was it? His uncle or his handler trying to get girls over to a hotel turned into the biggest scandal in Louisville history.
That was Antonio Blakeney.
Antonio Blakeney, that's right.
But here's the thing with Antonio Blakeney. Antonio Blakeney commits to Louisville. Okay? Commits to Louisville. Antonio Blakeney, then a week later, decommits from Louisville. Let me fill in the asterisk, or let me fill in the dash there for you guys. Antonio Blakeney commits to Louisville. He goes back home where he plays for Each One Teach One, right?
Yep,
the Nike team, right? He goes back there. All of a sudden, Antonio Blakeney gets a phone call from his coaches, his father figures, man. And they're like, yeah, you can't play for us anymore. And we can't be in contact with you. And basically, good luck with your senior season. Hope everything works out. Now, what the heck's Antonio Blakeney supposed to do? That's why I still to this day don't blame Antonio Blakeney for that stuff.
Oh, right. No,
what's he supposed to do? So he says, well, what changed? You can't go to Louisville. But you didn't talk to us about that. You can't go to Louisville. So he calls Louisville. Hey, man, I can't go. The next day, that's when Rick goes off on that rant about Nike, right?
Where he said, we got to get the shoe companies out the game.
We got to get the shoe companies out because he knew. I straight up lost Antonio Blakeney. I just put 3 years into Antonio Blakeney. Got him and lost him because of the shoe companies. So then he goes to LSU.
Who's coach? Listen, think about this, Steve. What if I was on the phone and said, hey, man, we didn't get that kid, and I made him a strong-ass offer, man. I made him a strong-ass, and I'm still the head coach of a Power 5 SEC school.
I know, man.
And we heard it, Steve. We heard it.
Listen, man, I'm not doing anything. Like, none of this has anything to do with Coach Mack. I love Coach Mack, man. But that's why I got so pissed off, man, when they fired Rick Pitino. Because I literally would cuss Rick Pitino, man. Go get those guys, dude. Like,
no, you're saying get dirty. You were begging Rick Pitino to get dirty.
Yeah. It's like, pay them, dude. Whatever, man. You got to go get them. We're falling behind, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, do you think Rick was stupid enough to go on Terry Miner's show and say, oh, man, we got Brian Bowen and didn't pay a dime to recruiting? Think Rick was that stupid?
Yeah, and he was really talking about recruiting budget.
Yeah. You think Rick knew if there was money being brokered behind the scenes for that? He would have went on there. Like, you know what I'm saying? That would be like I saw the McDonald's, the Tennessee McDonald's bag, and there was a picture of Jeremy Pruitt holding a McDonald's bag, and it was like definitely not money. Is what it said on it. Like, you know, it's funny. But that would have been Rick going on Terry Miner's going, oh, man, we didn't pay a dime. We're actually paying him. You
know what else? And by the way, people, if you're in here, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We do this all the time. We have great late night content made for the Ville on the YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button. You can donate to the channel. The Cash App is #Maven939. Please support the channel. So, Steve, that Rick Pitino, get the shoe companies out. the Rick Pitino, if you pay them, they own you. You know what's crazy about that, Steve? What I take away all the time, right, is y'all never met Rick Pitino in person and talked to him.
Right.
Because if you sat with him 1 second, okay, put it this way, Steve. If you sat with a man for 5 minutes, and we're not talking about a media 5 minutes or a restaurant, how you doing? If you sat with that man for 5 minutes, he don't mess around.
Yeah.
He don't mess around. And he can look you right in the face and say, I don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't do that. So whatever you're saying in here, I don't do that. Rick Pitino will stop you before you say your offer. Hey, coach, I want to sign here. I like it here, but my parents ain't doing really good. He'll be like, stop right there. I'm recruiting you. I'm not recruiting your parents. I'm not recruiting your entourage. I'm offering you the opportunity to play basketball at Louisville and learn to develop as a man to be able to take care of your family. You know what I'm saying? Because I raised a good man.
Yeah.
So think twice about what you say after this. Like, he will look you in the face and say that. And if you still try to say, my parents ain't doing good, we need some extra help, he'd say, okay, end the discussion.
Yes.
Yeah, end discussion, game over, go home.
Can I read you something really quick?
I'm listening.
Okay. All right. So let me read this for a second, just to make it, since it's fresh, just to make you sick. Here is the relevant section of the U.S. Department of Justice investigation pertaining to Player 11 and University 6, which has been identified as Louisville, and Company 1 is identified as Adidas. Dawkins and Augustine agreed to facilitate payments to the family of another high school player, Player 11, in exchange for Player 11's commitment to play at University 6, ultimately to retain Dawkins' service. While payments were not directly funded by Company 1, they were made to benefit Company 1, which is noted sponsor of University 6, with the expectation that Company 1 would provide additional funding to Augustine in return. Augustine noted, all he has to do is pick up the phone and call somebody. Okay, you ready? You ready for this? Because I want to read this real quick. Because of these payments from Dawkins to Player 11's family were both in violation of NCAA rules and illegal, Augustine suggested the easiest way to provide money for Player 11 and his family would be to send the money to Augustine's nonprofit grassroots team. Prior to his arrest, Augustine told Zag's blog that Kansas, Texas, Arizona State, Georgia Tech, Virginia Tech, and LSU had recently offered or made offers to Player 11. Louisville was among the schools, he said, were talking to him the most. Do you want to know who Player 11 was?
I'm listening.
Bossa Kobrica.
So for people who don't know, so Steve, I want you to land this dismount. For people who don't know and might not recognize that name, Steve, who are we talking about?
Bossa was the 7'1" Serbian that Euro stepped and dunked on your team Monday night. As a sophomore.
That was the dude that was trucking my baby Jalen Withers last night. That was 3 years ago, Steve.
And my coach is fired.
Not just fired, publicly shamed and fired. He carried the weight of the entire FBI investigation, Steve.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ. Was that not That's the worst. That whole investigation trial, uh, Christian Dawkins thing. It's just it makes you lose a lot of faith in the system, man.
Yeah.
It really makes you. And I mean, Rick had to go to Greece for 2 years, Steve.
Yeah.
To coach basketball.
He's coaching at Iona, Marcus. Rick Pitino is coaching Iona.
And
he couldn't get a UCLA job or nothing.
And he's only coaching at Iona because he's been betting horses with the president of Iona for 20 years.
Yeah.
And he had a 20-year relationship.
He basically had a plug. Is why he got the job.
And Iona's not big enough to piss everybody off.
Right. Yep.
Okay, with that being said and all that being said, you got to be Duke, right?
You know what's funny is I'm reading right now a SI put out their first mock draft, right? And they have Jalen Johnson from Duke going number 8. I was like, man, you are going to play a top 10 guy this weekend. Like, don't forget that, like, pretty good.
Golly.
But to be fair, you have the number 16 pick in this one, David Johnson.
Oh,
that's nice.
Yeah, but listen, is he going to be healthy by Saturday?
They've got the Rockets taking David Johnson at 16 and Brandon Boston at 18. And y'all act like Brandon Boston sucks. like Brandon Boston is the reason y'all's team isn't any good.
Brandon Boston is going to go 18, and he ain't even played, Steve, half the year.
They got Isaiah Jackson going 25.
They're 4-9, Steve, and they got 2 top 25 picks in the draft.
And Terrence Clark. You got 3 first-rounders, dude.
On their roster right now, Steve. If we
play Iona in the first round.
You said what?
If we play Iona in the first round, I probably wouldn't even watch the game.
Steve, I don't want to say mean things, so don't even bring that up.
I know. Rick would be like, I don't care if I win another game for the rest of my life. Rick would sacrifice a human to the gods. Literally a human being.
No, but the sad part is no. Steve, Rick sacrificed all of his. Put it this way, Steve. The reason Rick Pitino is not a Power 5 coach right now is because he sacrificed to the sports gods. Little Rick beating Mac in that year with Minnesota.
Yeah, that's probably true.
He sacrificed everything for that win.
Because they really did. They were like the worst 3-point shooting team in America, and they hit like 23s.
Rick, he burned sage in all the rooms, and he did everything he had to do to get that win.
Jeez, man.
I mean, listen, he went and hired a witch doctor.
Yeah.
To put a curse on Louisville. And I will say, Steve, listen, you hear me get mad when I go back and look at like a Gonzaga game or something or a tournament loss, right?
Yeah.
I've lost horrible games. I probably had one of my worst games in the state tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing worse than watching us lose to Minnesota that morning. Like there's been no worse experience.
Flanked by Andy and Cooper and all them, and that was the worst.
It's the Minnesota Louisville game is probably the most disgusting game, like physically ill game that I've ever had in my life. And I'm like, I'm sure somebody prayed and somebody did all of their sacrifices to the sports gods for that
And
game.
it's the first game of the tournament. Like, you wait and you're like, let's go, tournament time. And then 2 hours later, you're like, tournament's over.
You were literally the first game played of the NCAA tournament in Iowa, Steve. So they made sure ain't nobody going to this game. Think about this. If you would have went to LA, people would have went. If you would have went anywhere in the country, people would have went. You sent us to Iowa and gave us. Go ahead.
Gary, the 2014 Sweet 16 was the worst game of my life. This one was just the ambiance. That one ripped my soul out. Like, I still haven't recovered from that one, I don't think. That one is why I act the way I do right now when they suck.
Wait, because of the game?
Yeah. Because you couldn't have convinced me we weren't winning that game. And then to watch it literally ripped from us. Like, I don't do the blanket maker thing very often. Like, I don't really do the ref talk very much. But that was the one game I've ever watched in my life where I'm like, no, they stole it from me.
Listen, this is a good point. Lil Rick and Big Rick combined their souls to make a soul stone.
Yeah.
To sacrifice their future endeavors to beat Louisville.
Well, it worked.
That was horrible, Steve. That was horrible. Okay, so Duke, give us a last Duke. Okay, give me a pressure gauge for the Duke game.
Yeah, and Mango, right, and Mango missed that putback, and you go back and look. I mean, he literally, Dakari Johnson was hanging on him. It was like no call, even though I was like, Mango, freaking finished it. But I think we'll beat Duke, man. I like that matchup. I mean, the Jalen Johnson kid is tough, man. But Duke shoots a lot of jumpers, which is what we want you to do. And they're not great shooters. So it's like that one kind of is the anti-Florida State. Like, I think we might be a bad matchup for Duke. So, and watching them play, I'm just not impressed with them, man.
Steve, I know you see me shaking my head, and I know that I know you, and I know you're smart enough to know that this got nothing to do with on-court anything.
Okay.
The machine is in play here. The sports guys machine has got to save Kentucky by making us lose 3 in a row.
By making us lose. I mean, listen, I don't know, man. I think Kentucky's broke that. They're so bad. Yeah, because they're so bad that there's literally nothing could save them, man.
So listen, so you telling me that I don't even have room for conspiracies with Kentucky? Like, they're just bad and
maybe Duke. Like, maybe the fact that Duke lost to Pittsburgh, maybe the machine is like, no, you got to lose to Duke, and
you got to have either Duke or Kentucky in it, Steve.
Yeah, now that could be the case, but I don't. Duke, we're bigger than Duke. I mean, like, we're better. They start 2 true freshmen in the backcourt to go against David and Carleek. Like, this is one where I'm like, y'all should probably figure out a way to win this one.
Does that team know how bad we need this game?
I hope so, man. I hope so. Did you get my text about Charles Minlin?
I did, but I wasn't sure about that.
What you think? Because it kind of sounds like he's like, yeah, coach won't blame me.
Wait, you tweeted it to me, right? Or did you Instagram it?
Twitter.
Okay. I go back over it and review it. Yeah, I was logging in when I saw it, so I just kind of like peeked at it, right? But if I read into it,
like, does that kind of come off like, yeah, coach, don't play me, so what do you want me to do? Like, I'm ready to go, but coach won't play me.
Steve, if I put you out there against Duke, Charles, and you get us busted, you're done for the year. Like, you do know that. If I'm Coach Mack, I'm having that conversation with him.
Yeah.
Like an honest conversation. Charles, if you out here with the slick talk, with the subliminal slick talk,
Yeah.
and I stick you out here on Duke, and somebody goes off of a curl and cooks you, I'm going to take you out this game, and you're going to be my best practice player for the rest of the year.
I definitely think coach needs to address it, man. Yeah, 'cause I mean.
So him saying that, are you saying Mac needs to play him, or you saying, Charles, you need to be quiet?
No, I'd say I think Mac should probably go to Charles and say, hey man, look, you want to play? Okay. I'll put you out there Saturday. You know, I mean, because Charles would be, if Charles was healthy, he would be a huge help against Duke.
I think he gained weight, man.
He does look big.
Yeah, I think he gained. Listen, he's probably like dying to work out, and he just done put on a bunch of upper body strength, and that's not what we need. We need people with lower body strength right now.
Yeah.
Okay, Charles. But if I'm at, you know what? I don't know, Steve. I'm not putting you out there against Duke. Well, David, he did put David out there against Duke.
Well, I mean,
he finally released David against Duke.
Here's the problem. The schedule doesn't get easier. So it's like, dude, it's time to play, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we got Virginia twice coming up, UNC, Clemson. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So
we got two Virginia Tech.
If we're going to have Charles, you saying this is the last chance?
Yeah, I'm like, man, we got to play, man.
All right, Steve.
I like the matchup against Duke, though, man. I think we'll handle our business Saturday.
Yeah, it sucks to me. Yeah, get out of here, man. Get some sleep.
All right, I'm out.
Later. That was Mr. Rummage, people. You're welcome. Please support the channel. We give you great, great nightly content, people. We stay up to make sure you got something good to look at, to listen to. So go to the YouTube channel, MADEFORTHEVILLE, Made for the Ville, on the YouTube channel. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the notification button so you'll know when we're going live with these evening shows. It all started with us laughing at Kentucky. They lost to Georgia. Kentucky lost to Georgia, y'all. They're running out of options, Bo. Listen, I'll go about 10. If y'all want to get any questions in, get them in now. I will answer everything you have. The Nike Ledger. Yeah, listen, the Nike Ledger. They ransacked the lawyer's home and they never shared any of that Nike information. That was unreal. Kim Mosey, right teams. Okay, I didn't see that. Kentucky is the worst. I mean, it's listen, Stephon. It's funny to me. Listen, again, I don't want the kids to fail, so I'm not harsh on the kids. But we always knew it was a Kenny Payne thing that was making that machine go. And I'm glad, listen, even when I'm not hating, I'm glad Kentucky fans are starting to realize, no, dude, this dude's a good showman. But real basketball came from Kenny Payne. Real basketball recruiting came from Antigua. Real basketball business came from Worldwide. Like relationships, coaching, and recruiting came from those three guys. Cal just likes to put the show on. So y'all got distracted by the show, and Every smart Louisville fan knew that, and that's like a chickens coming home to roost thing. We're beating Duke by 10. Market pack line is going to keep Jaden Johnson. Yeah, listen, I do agree with Steve. I think it's a great matchup for Louisville. I just think something outside of the actual game, it's like Duke. They got to get Duke or Kentucky in the tournament. Like, they're too scared to have a down year in the tournament. I just, like I said, not that they're cheating, but I don't know. Sometimes it don't feel right. When this point spread comes out, I'll tell y'all who's going to win. So at the moment the point spread comes out on Duke Louisville, I'll tell you if something stinks. Now, if we get a regular, real point spread, I'll be comfortable with that. Who's the kid Cal dismissed? He dismisses people and brings them back all the time. So, we were talking about Ashton Hagens though at the time. I think he's back. Fletcher, yeah. Listen, they got players. No reason to play Charles. I mean, listen, if Charles is going to be out here pouting and he put him in, Charles better be ready to go 100, 150%, and he better be able to keep his man out the paint. Start him, sink or swim. I agree with that. Outcast. I know. Okay. I do need Georgia's song suggestions, y'all, for tomorrow's show. I want Jay to handle Joey Baker so badly. Dre just has to be aggressive and confident. Yeah. Listen, Woodrow, get us the sage. The secretary got me some sage. I still haven't saged my home or the studio, but I'm doing that soon. Running out of options. I mean, I wouldn't hit the panic button, but I would give him another shot. If he hasn't got in extreme shape, Clemson got busted tonight. I didn't know that. If Charles isn't in great shape by now, you know what I'm saying, then it might be a him problem. Lost to Georgia, and we ain't talking about football. That is funny. It's mind-boggling. Nobody talks about FSU player. I know. It's disgusting, Fabian. Worldwide West was the network. Yeah. Kenny Payne was development and trust in a coach. Worldwide was the network. Cal is the what point spread am I expecting over Duke? It better be if we're at with Duke, it's got to be 6. It's got to be 6+. It's got to be 6+. Yeah. Will, that's a little close to me. With Duke, I'm saying 6. Ludacris Georgia remix. Listen, I'm gonna sing that in my head automatically, but I don't know if I can do that for the show. I can see Dre having a good day. Secretary, do I got a Midnight Train in Georgia? Secretary, do I got a story to tell? Because for those of y'all who are just joining, usually at the end of these night shows, I'll tell a Midnight with Marcus Maven story. If I have something on deck, if I have a nice one on deck real quick, I will tell it. If not, then, then we can't do anything about it. Georgia Tech and Georgia refresh it. I know. That's a good point. Between Georgia Tech and Georgia, we burnt our song list out. Secretaries laughing at Scuba Steve. Money would drive the spread down. Yeah, Duke money. Cal got busted by Pastner and Crean in the same season. That's pretty funny. Jake, I didn't even think about that. I might use that tomorrow. So don't get mad. No, Secretary, I don't know the story. I need options. Ray Charles, Georgia. Yeah, that's too easy though. That's way too easy. So songs for tomorrow to start the show. Hold on. Sorry about that. Pittsburgh was +4 at home. Really, they were 4-point underdogs. Computers still like them. Higher the better for your conspiracy, Will. Yeah, but this is, like I said, this is Wednesday, Marcus. By the time we get, or Thursday, Marcus, by the time they get to Saturday, it's going down. Oh my God, Kentucky is going down, literally. Connor, that would be a great, great petty song to play. Kentucky is going down. That's a good petty suggestion. Mm. Mm. Who let the dogs out? We might do a rejoin with that. I don't want to make everybody completely mad with that. Yeah, it's going down. I like that. Secretary, I cannot do One Take Timmy and a song titled Marcus Maven. Y'all, I can't play this song publicly, but there is a song called Marcus Maven from a guy named One Take Timmy, and it's Tayk. And I love this song, and it's not suitable for radio, but if it was, y'all would be so mad at me because I would play this song all the time. I would play this song in my car every single day of the year just to make everybody mad. If there's a song called Marcus Maven, like could y'all imagine how many times you would play that? And it's actually like very, very lyrical. It's really fun to listen to. But yeah, like I said, don't listen to it around your kids or anything like that. But Secretary, I can't do that. Yes, Bo. Listen, One Take Timmy's a problem. Listen, here's the thing. I listened to that, and then I started listening to his other stuff, and I'm like, why isn't my man on already? He's a problem out here. Like, I wish I could help him. I literally wish I had the plug to get him on. Like, he's a problem. Dude is a beast. Like, is it on YouTube? It's probably easier to find on SoundCloud. Actually, this is what I'll do, people. Okay, hold on. I can't play it, y'all. I can give you the link though. I can give you the link. Hold on. Listen, I can give y'all the link to this song. It is not suitable for kids, but I love it. Like, y'all gotta imagine, it's hood for me. Like, I love it. But I can't play it on YouTube. It's not children suitable. But imagine if me listening to it. This is awesome. No, Secretary, I'm not playing that song. Okay. Okay, they let me post it, y'all. I didn't think they would let me post it. But that song is called Marcus Maven. And I actually, could you imagine searching for my name and seeing a song come up and thinking that's another person, but you find out that's my... Listen, I was going to be so mad if I didn't like the song. When I heard there was a song called Marcus Maven, I was going to be so mad if it was somebody that was weak. Listen, look, if somebody used my name, I would have actually tried to be mad at them or something like, hey, man, you got to get permission from me or something. When I heard that song, I was like, listen, make all the money you can make off my name. I don't even care. So, y'all can listen to that. That's a funny one. Secretary, do I got another story to tell? If there's any story that I need to tell, or text me a Brittany, that didn't slip. I knew what I was doing, by the way. I knew exactly what I was saying. Listen, I might play It's Going Down on a rejoin, but I do like it. I do like that. Actually, I might make Brian chop that up a little bit. We might throw a little hook of It's Going Down. No, can't do that one. Can't do that one. Jake, I really, really, really like that suggestion. A DMX inspired Where My Dog's At. Jake, you are officially the first note for tomorrow's show. I got your name right here. Hold on. Jake, thank you for that one. I really like that one. No, I think everybody knows. Jake, you are the night note. Devil went down to Georgia. We used that one for Georgia Tech, but I love that song, so I might play it again. But I am putting that one on a note. Cause listen, we listened to that song, and it's a good song to listen to. Like I said, I am very rounded in my tastes. I can't play the song. I can't play the song. No, Brittany, I will not forget the story. I wouldn't mind if Archie got Cal too. Dale Davis's son on SAR. Ooh, that's a good call. That's a good call. Okay, so song options and ask any questions before we get out of here, y'all. Or just play a relevant song. Georgia dog related music. The whole first segment. A lot of good options. Play a snippet, Bo. I can't, Bo. I made a promise to YouTube that there's no swearing in here. So if I do, hold on. See, y'all gonna you know what? Okay. All right, so listen, if I lose my channel, Bo, it's because of you. If I lose my channel, okay, listen, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play a snippet. I'm gonna play about 20 seconds of this, okay? Listen, if you have sensitive ears, log out now. I'm going to play about 20 seconds of this song, right? The song is titled Marcus Maven. YouTube is not going to be happy about me playing this song, but Georgia just busted Kentucky, and I want to give y'all a little something to get out of here on. I'm not telling that story. Kennyman, don't be getting everybody. I'm on Facebook Live. Listen, I understand. Like, no, but listen, if y'all want it, it's enough people in here. Okay, so let me go screen share. Hold on. Oh, y'all gonna get me in so much trouble. But so, you know what? Sometimes on the radio, I'm a little too squeaky clean, and I do like to have a little bit of different fun. Okay, so y'all wanted it. This is not my words. I didn't write the song. The song, I don't want to say it doesn't represent me because I like it and it does represent me. But I didn't write it, and I don't own the rights to this music. But I'm gonna do it. Yeah, peer pressure, School with Steve. Yeah, look, but that's what you do. Evenings are good. Peer pressure is good sometimes. Okay.
I'm a little sick right now. The coolest DJ. I'm still gonna rock out though. Yeah.
After year, Louisville was also produced no long-line
Trap jumping like a sky zone. Too many numbers in my iPhone. Born that way and I'ma die alone. But I'ma show out on the way. These niggas love it so they hate. You bitches tell me I'm amazing. And what she think I'm finna do? I don't jump through hoops, tell a bitch you crazy. I sent a picture of my dick and she replied, boy, I don't know if I can take it. I'm ballin' like a Marcus Maven. And I ain't tryna argue, baby. They told me hip hop's dying. They wanna know if I can save it. I say for sure they ain't saying nothing. I'ma take it from them. No, I made it from the bottom. I grew up a have-not. Now I have knives in my damn socks. I threw it out on every damn block, then I bring it back.
Stop it, y'all. Stop it. Okay, that's enough. Oh my God. Oh my God. Kennyman. Listen, y'all gotta tell me what y'all thought about the opening. Listen, tell me what y'all thought, because I know this man wants to know if y'all enjoyed that segment. Like, I'm sorry, y'all, but I had to play it. I had to play it. Bo, You really supported this channel so much. So even if we go down, that'll just be one copyright strike. So please listen, please support the channel, y'all. Because I just played some music that can get me like evicted from the YouTube. I know, kid. Listen, Kenny, I wanted to let it go, right? Listen, no, Lauren, no, you listen, Lauren, don't enjoy that. It's terrible. Listen, it's terrible to be playing on YouTube. Listen, got an idea. Just have listen. Brian can't edit out everything he needs to edit out to be on that, but I enjoy the song so much. Alicia, can you imagine? Listen, Alicia, I got a story for you real quick. So for y'all who are still in here, here's a little insight with Marcus Maven. Here's a little insight about me. So Alicia, there's this lady who's interested in me, right? And one day, we're having a conversation. She shot her shot at me, right? She don't know everything about me. She know a little something about me, but she shot her shot, right? So we talking one day on the phone, and she's asking me about my name. So I tell her my full government name, right? And I tell her, I say, I really like my name because the spelling of my name, first and last name and middle name, I said, there's not one other person on the planet that I've been able to identify with the same spelling, middle name, and last name as me. And I really like my name. I was really thankful for my parents for giving me an original spelling and interesting name, right? So I'm talking with this potential who's shooting her shot, right? And she's like dying to prove that there's another person with the name, right? So she don't really know me like that. But like I said, she know of me a little bit and we kind of getting cool, but she don't know me. She don't know my story, right? So she gets all into Google, right? And she's like, I'm getting ready to find somebody with the same name as him just to prove that his name ain't original. So she's getting all through. Look, we on the phone when she Googling me, right? So she see a picture of a dude on the picture I showed, right? She scream out, I found him. And I'm like, what you talking about? And she said, I found somebody with the same name as you. And I said, no, you didn't. I said, I don't know what you reading, but whatever you reading, it ain't the same name as mine. So she says, I'm looking at it right now. It's a dude who he got a song called Marcus Maven. And I said, baby, that's about me. Alicia, I had to tell her on the phone. I said, girl, that song you found, they talking about me. That ain't nobody else. Can you imagine what she was like on the other line? Like, who am I talking to? Like, hey, Alicia, she tried to find somebody on the planet that had the same name as me. And Alicia, when she thought she found somebody with the same name and saw the picture of my man on the cover, she just knew that dude was Marcus Maven with the same spelling as me. And I'm like, baby, he talking about me. Scuba Steve, can you imagine the silence when a girl's shooting her shot at you and she's trying to downplay you a little bit? And I'm like, listen, girl, look, the reason I can't lie a lot, like if I wanted to lie, I can't really lie because you can pretty much Google or YouTube or Facebook everything about me. So I can't hide nothing if I wanted to because everybody talks, right? Can you imagine what her reaction was like when she thought she found another person named Marcus Maven with my spelling and said, oh no, he's right. This is a song using your name as the title. Oh my God, how funny is that, y'all? So yeah. Listen, no, Denzel is not my middle name, but I would look. That would be a cool middle name. When I found out Denzel was Coach Crumb's middle name, it was the funniest thing. I never knew that was his middle name. Because Coach Crumb didn't look like a Denzel. Use it, love it. Listen, are you just now getting in here? I done told some of the best stories. We had Rummage in here. We giving Georgia a hard time. All kind of good stuff. Had a good time. Yeah, Scuba Steve, like you can't even imagine. And listen, Scuba Steve, imagine, listen. Oh, use it. Oh, you're gonna have to go back. Listen, when I go off, you're gonna have to repeat the whole thing. Like, I'm gonna take it off of Facebook and Twitter, because actually I might just leave it up on social media. I'll probably leave it up on Twitter and Facebook tonight, and I'll delete it in the morning. As long as One Take Timmy doesn't want to sue me for the rights on that YouTube video, I think I should be fine with everything I did this evening. But no, listen, listen, if you just a hip hop fan and you love lyrics and bars, One Take Timmy, the dude who did that song, is a problem. WUNTAYK, I believe. Timmy, he's a problem. He got a song called Don't Breathe. One Take Timmy, Don't Breathe. It's awesome. Anyway, listen, this kid's on point. And I was like, listen, when I heard this song, I loved it. I can't post it. I might post it. Just for fun. But I don't want to get banned from social media accounts either. Listen, I was like, I don't know if he knew how excited I was, but I told him, like, listen, man, I will use all my connects. I will get you in the Louisville games. I don't know if he really wanted to even accept my gifts, but I'm like, dude, if I can get you in the games, if I can get you in the football games, let me do something, just to give you a solid on that one. I'm still reach out to him. I still follow him on social media, but yeah, let him get his coins. Yeah, as long as he don't sue me, he's all good. For playing this song, he might get mad at me. So that's about it for tonight. Okay, yeah, go back and watch it on Twitter. Yeah, we had a good time tonight. Please, y'all, support the channel, support the Cash App, hit the notifications, hit the subscribes. We'll make sure we made it right till 12 o'clock. So it is an official Midnights with Marcus Maven. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe in the morning. Lime water, warm lime water. It's great for your system. Warm lemon water, lime water. Have that in the morning. You'll feel like $1 million. I promise you. Incorporate that into your diet with all this crazy stuff going around. Boost your immune system so you're not as fearful of our environment. Do that. No. Listen, Connor. When I heard the song, I'm like, it's all good, bro. Look, go make as much money. You could make $1 billion off that song, and I won't even blink. I won't ask for one cent. Listen, I might ask for free tickets to the show, but that's about it. He can get paid off that name all day long, because I thought the lyrics were so good and so witty. He deserved any money he can make forever. So if y'all see him, or if y'all follow him on SoundCloud or Twitter or Instagram, One Take Timmy, look him up. Please tell him I gave him all my shout out. Please pass along how much I appreciate, the song, and how much I continue to follow him afterwards. I was watching The Wire on Netflix. Yeah, use it. I do the same thing, so I understand your plight. Go back and listen to it. It'll be like it's live. But yeah, thanks for everybody who supports the channel. Get on out of here. Get some rest. Enjoy your evening.